guys, I'm back for volume part 2, how to let the dog outside or else she'd be barking in the back of my video the entire time. So what do I want to show you for part 2 that I didn't show you in part 1? Well, I want you to think about a rectangular prism again. And again, I draw my basic shape that I'm looking to do. I do my upside down L and I connect the points, and that gives me my three-dimensional shape, or sort of three-dimensional shape. You might notice again I'm going to use the same numbers I did last time, and that's going to help me make it a little more familiar to you. Remember, with all these videos you could be adding them to your math notebook if you brought it home, and that will be helpful to let you remember what you've done at home, and also a guide to help you take a look at things when you're working on IXL. So volume. So if I have this rectangular prism and I say the volume is equal to 100 inches, and I'm saying the width is 2 inches and the height is 5 inches, I'm going to take a look at this and I'm going to say, well, what about the length? What is the length? And that is my missing number right now, and I don't know what it is. So what I have to do is solve it the same way I would solve any other volume problem. I'm going to write my formula. Volume is equal to length times width times height. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in what I do know. I know the volume, so I'm going to put 100 in. And I'm going to say that's equal to, and I don't know the length, that's my missing piece, that's the one thing I don't know, but I do know the width, which is 2 inches, and the height is 5 inches. Now I could start solving this just the same way that I would start solving any other equation. Remember, equation, we have a number is equal to a letter and an operation and another number. But I want to make this as easy as possible. I don't want to divide by 2 and then get an answer and then divide it by 5 and work it out to my answer that way, because that's a lot of steps. And the more steps you take, the more chances something could go wrong. So what we're going to do instead is, when we have two numbers that I could multiply, I'm going to combine like terms and I'm going to multiply them. 2 times 5 is 10. So now I'm saying 100 is equal to the length times 10. And that simplified it for me. It made it a little easier to understand. So again, I'm going to draw my line down. I'm looking to see what they did to the variable, and that is they multiplied it by 10. So I'm going to do the inverse operation. I'm going to divide it by 10. And this should feel very familiar to you after all those area videos that I did last week. That leaves me with the length all by itself. 100 divided by 10 is 10. And then I just have to figure out, well, what am I going to put on the end of it? Well, length is just one of the units, so I'm just going to put whatever units we're doing the measurement in this case it's inches, and I don't need to add anything else to it. So there I just found the length of the missing side when they give me the volume. All right, now you should totally be able to do FF14 and FF15 on IXL today. Those FF14 is just filling in, or they give you a shape and you're multiplying them. You might have some that you have to give the volume and take it back out. And FF15 is the same thing, it's word problems, but I don't want you to be afraid of the word problems, because again, you're just picking out the length, the width, and the height, and you're multiplying those together. And of course you get to use a calculator, so don't forget to do so. That will make it go so much faster. Remember to take it easy and watch not only my videos, but also the other ones that I post from Khan Academy or from Math Antics, because they are so much better at this than I am. But I hope everything's going well for you, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Happy, washy, washy.